Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. So I hope you're all nice and warm on this cold evening. Just beginning to get yourself centered, get settled, come into your safe held space. And I'm just going to mute you ladies and gents. Turn my mat over here a little bit. Okay, so arriving onto your mat, we'll just bring ourselves to that comfortable seated position. Close down the eyes and just wherever you are, sit up nice and tall. For a moment, we'll just slouch. So just slouching forward, bring the chin in towards the chest. And begin to lengthen up through your spine. Sit up nice and tall. You may need to remove some flesh from underneath the sit bones. We're going to take our hands to our knees to begin, just in a nice grounding position. Lovely. Close down the eyes. And we'll begin by taking 3 deep inhalations into the nose, exhaling from the mouth. So all together, let's begin. Inhale. Open the mouth, release the jaw, exhale softly. Allow the shoulders to soften, tailbone to melt towards the earth. Inhale deeply, once again, filling up as fully as you can. Open the mouth, release the jaw, exhale, let it go, release. Last deep inhalation here. See if you can fill up, expanding into the lower region of your belly. Open the mouth, exhale softly. And just allow your breath to come back. We're going to take one hand to the heart, one hand to the lower belly. And just feel your natural breath move through the body. We're going to count inhaling for a count of 5, exhaling for a count of 6. All together, let's begin. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on your own count. As you breathe, begin to deepen your inhalation, expanding into the lower area of the belly. As you exhale fully, allow the navel to melt towards the spine, depleting as much air as you can. Continue to lengthen the exhalation, slowing down that parasympathetic nervous system. You need to observe how the physical body is in this moment. Just checking in mentally, emotionally with yourself. No judgment. relax the palms back down to the knees. And closing down the mouth, really activating your Ujjayi breath in the neck through the nose. Relax the hands towards the ground and just trust in the sound of my voice. Drop your right ear towards right shoulder. Begin to walk the left fingertips out as far as you can. Gently float the left arm, bringing the palm in line with your left shoulder. Flex the left hand and gently press the left palm away from you. Exhale, release, bringing the head back to center. Drop the left hand, take the head, left ear to left shoulder. Walk the right fingertips as far away as you can. And then floating that right hand up. Begin to flex that right palm. Gently pressing that right hand away from you. Exhale, release. Inhale, drop the head. And just slowly begin to rotate your head. Check in with the back of the neck. Shoulders rotate, go the opposite direction. I really invite you to slow it down, moving mindfully here. Bringing the head back to center, and we'll begin to roll those shoulders forward. And roll those shoulders back, drawing the shoulder blades down and back. Take the hands to the knees. Inhale, drop the head, open the heart, the chest. Exhale, bring the chin in towards the chest and then we fold over the hips. And keep your elbows out. Inhale. Release, coming back to center, and we'll begin to just rotate from the hips. Breathe your softness into the hips. Slowly into the spine. Again, I really invite you to slow down your movement here. Allow your breath to connect with your movement, the rhythm of the breath to lead. Check in with any past, present injuries. And just honor your body, be nice and gentle, mindful of how you fit today. Your shoulders a little wiggle. You can take the right hand to left knee. Take your left hand behind you. You need to look over your left shoulder as you sit up tall. Keep the length in your spine. Deep breath here. Exhale, release, coming back to center. Right hand goes behind, left hand to the outside of the right knee. Look over your right shoulder. Take a deep breath into your twist. And exhale, release, coming back to center. Gorgeous. So just bringing the feet together. And gently come into your butterfly. See if you can open up the soles of your feet. Allow your knees to just soften here, perhaps gently rocking the knees from side to side. Just moving into the hips. Breathe into your Ujjayi breath. And we're going to extend the legs out nice and long. Flexing the feet, just removing any flesh from underneath the sit bones. And gently begin to fold the body down. Drop the head and breathe. Perhaps taking hold of knees, shins, ankles. Draw your gaze back into the room and slowly come back to seated. We're going to come down and take a lovely big child's pose. Now bring your knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. Soften the hips, bring the tailbone down. We're going to just relax the elbows down. You can take your hands together. Soften the forehead down towards the mat. And breathing deep into your belly here. So just imagining the lungs that we're beginning to bring our breath to our full lung capacity, clearing out, releasing any stagnant air in the lower region of the lungs. And with each inhalation, see if you can expand, stretch out the inside of the lungs a little further, creating space. Walking the palms forward, take the arms for a lovely big stretch now. Melt the armpits, shoulders down towards the ground. Option to come up onto the fingertips here. And just gently begin to rock from side to side. Walking the fingertips a little further forward, really stretching out those arms. And exhale, release. Slowly coming up, bring yourself to your tabletop position. So hands below shoulders, spread the fingers, all 10 finger pads, knuckles pressed firmly into the mat. Index finger faces forward, gripping between the index and the thumb. Hips above knees. And just take the hips from side to side. So stretching into the side body here. Coming back to center, inhale, drop the belly, traction the chest forward, gaze draws up. Exhale, release, bring the chin in towards the chest, doming into the spine, coming into your scared cat position. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. And just continue, allow your breath to lead your movement here. Stretching out the spine a little further each time. Begin to rotate the hips now, sinking the hips back onto the heels, making big circles with your hips. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Find that oceanic sound in your breath. And we close the eyes and move into the body. Take the pace as you wish. How your body feels this evening. Really checking in with your physical breath and movement. Rolling the belly, begin to really explore. Taking the palms for a little walk on your mat. Walking those hands towards you, or in the opposite direction, rotating from the shoulders down to the wrists. Stretching out fingertips. And just for a moment, begin to move like you've never moved before. Gorgeous, everyone. That's fabulous movement. Really intuitive and natural, organic. So bringing it back to neutral. When you're ready, beginning to walk your palms out forward, taking the hands as wide as the mat to begin to melt the chest, melt the heart, and come down into your puppy pose, taking the forehead or chin to the mat. Breathing, lengthening the belly here. Option to come up onto the fingertips. Keep breathing into the length of the belly. Beautiful, walking the hands back into your tabletop position, then you'll thread the needle. Inhale, draw the right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, right hand underneath left, right shoulder, cheek, temple to the mat. Holding here if this feels good, or option to take that left arm up and around the crease of the right thigh, really opening up that left shoulder. Breathe. Exhale, release, taking that left hand back to your mat. Coming back to your tabletop position. Inhale, left palm reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, threading the needle, left arm underneath right, left shoulder, cheek, temple to the mat. Option to hold here, or begin to take that right hand up, open the right shoulder, and around to the crease of the left thigh if that feels good. Exhale, release, coming back into your tabletop position. Beautiful. Okay, so we're just going to walk our hands forward, bending the elbows, begin to soften the hips down towards the mat. So coming into an upward facing dog or baby cobra pose. You want to come a little lower to begin. Keep the elbows nicely tucked. Bring the chin towards the chest. And exhale, pressing it back into your child's pose. So we're doing this a few times. So you might, for the first couple of times, need to readjust. Take your time. Strong arms as you press down. Keep those elbows tucked. Chin towards the chest. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra to begin. Exhale, pressing it back to our lovely big child pose. And listen to your body just moving organically here. Your elbows, arms strong. Go at your own pace. Everyone. One last time here. Beautiful. So just holding your child's pose for a moment, deepening into that lower belly once again. Taking the palms together, relax your elbows to the ground and take the hands in prayer to the back of the neck. Begin to walk your elbows a little further forward. Melting the heart here, softening. Allow your tailbone to just roll towards the earth. Exhale, release. Taking the hands back, slowly begin to walk those hands forward. We'll come back to our tabletop position. And we're going to walk our hands a little further forward on our mat. Another hand forward. Begin to tuck the toes, sink the hips, and bring some weight down into the soles of your feet. Down towards the toes. You might need to turn your heels out to get them right down to that little toe, giving your toes a nice big stretch here. Option to begin to hover knees off the mat to bring more weight into those feet. When you're ready, begin to lift the tailbone up towards the sky. Keep the knees deeply bent to begin. Make sure your back is nice and straight. Flat back, but don't worry if it's rounding a little bit here. Even melting the heart, melting the chest. Look towards your belly button. And find that oceanic sound in your breath as you come right up onto your tippy toes and your bent knees. And then when you're ready, begin to pedal out the feet. Drawing the heels towards the ground. The hips soft. Taking one foot behind the heel, just draw the heel down towards the ground. Ooh. Find your resting dog, tiny dog pose. Beginning to step towards the top of the mat. And slowly bend the knees as much as you need to, walking up towards back of the wrists. We're going to take hold of opposite elbows here. And just really let go. Exhale, draw the hands towards the ground. We're going to heel toe our feet out to the edge of the mat. And begin to soften the tailbone down, coming into your Malasana pose, squatting pose. Bring the elbows to the knees. Gently rocking from side to side here. Come up onto the tippy toes. Pulling the tailbone down. Straight spine if you can here. Put your shoulders back, chest forward as much as you can. Breathe. Take a little smile to yourself. Really get it down into those hips. Give your head a little rotation if that feels nice. Shoulders, upper back. Excellent. We're going to take the hands behind us. Rock your tailbone down. towards the ground. Begin to straighten out the legs once again, flexing the ankles. Remove the flesh from underneath the tailbone. Press the palms into the mat, come into a nice L shape. Sit up nice and tall, straightening or lengthening the legs as much as you can here. You now reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Interlace your thumbs. Open the shoulders. Lengthen the arms. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Begin to fold and release. Drop the head. Take hold of knees, shins, ankles. Exhale, release, draw the gaze back towards the room. Come up to seated. We're going to cross our legs. Take the hands forward and slowly bring it back to a nice plank. Step feet back to a high plank position. Just coming down to the shoulders, press the hands firmly into the mat. Soften, engaging the core here. Begin to drop your knees, bend the elbows, chest and chin towards the mat. Release the toes, pressing the back of the feet into the mat. Soften the hips. Scoop the chest forward and come into your baby cobra once again, or upward facing dog. Exhale. Pressing it back, tuck the toes, press it back to downward facing dog. Taking 5 deep belly breaths. Begin to heel toe your big toes towards each other. Just a little gap between the two big toes, big gap between the heels. Stepping that right foot up towards the sky, coming into a lovely three-legged dog. Keep drawing the right toes to the center line of the body. Bending that right knee. Roll the shoulders over the wrist and begin to step that right foot forward between the palms. We're going to drop our left knee, release your left toes, and sweep the arms up into a lovely low lunge. Open the heart, open the chest here. Really lifting up out of the pelvis. Shine your heart towards the sky. And just allow your palms to come out nice and wide. Float those palms down behind you, interlace the fingers, straightening the arms away from you. Open the heart, open the chest, take your back bend here. And exhale, coming back. Take the hands to prayer. We're going to take our left elbow to our right knee and come into a lovely twist. Right hands to the center of the chest as you draw that right shoulder back. Exhale, release. Coming back to center, hands to the inside of that right foot and begin to find your lizard pose here. So this might be enough. You want to go a little deeper, walking the hands forward, maybe taking the forearms down, find the lizard. Option to take the right hand to the inside of that right knee, opening up the right knee, coming onto the outside edge of that right foot. Exhale, release, coming back to center, begin to heel toe the right foot to the center of the mat. We're going to exhale, straighten out that right leg now, coming to the heel of the right foot. Just take a nice hamstring stretch here, drop the chin towards the chest. Taking 3 deep breaths. Moving back at the top of the mat, we're going to take our left hand in line with our right foot. Begin to tuck the left toes in now and straighten out that left leg, taking the left knee off the mat. Reach your right fingertips up towards the sky, open the heart here. Really working into that left glute, draw that left heel back. And exhale, release. Right hand comes back and press back into your downward facing dog. Once again, pedaling out the feet before finding your lovely resting dog pose. Stepping that left foot up towards the sky, drawing the left foot towards the center line. 3-legged dog. Bending that left knee, bring the shoulders over the wrists. And gently step that left foot between the palms. We're going to drop our right knee now, release the right toes, and sweep the arms into lovely low lunge. Open the heart, open the chest once again. Really reach up towards the sky, lifting up out of your pelvis, stretching that right hip flexor. Smile to the sky and allow your palms to open up and floating down towards the ground. Take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers and roll those shoulders back, opening the heart, opening the chest. Breathing deeply here, take your back bend. Exhale, release, hands to prayer, coming back to center. Draw that right elbow to your left knee and come into your twist here. Draw that left shoulder back. Draw that left shoulder back. Hard hands to the center of the chest. Keep breathing. Exhale, release. Coming back to center, we're going to take our hands to the inside of that left foot. And just find your lizard pose here, really lengthening to that right leg. So option to stay here, or you may want to walk the hands forward, coming down onto the forearms. Wherever you are, keep breathing. Option to take that left hand to the inside of the left knee, opening out that left knee, coming onto the outside edge of the left foot. Release, coming back to center. So we're going to take our right hand in line with the left foot. Begin to tuck the right toes in, straighten that right leg. So taking, really lengthening into that right leg, draw the right heel down, take the right knee off the mat and reach your left fingertips this time up towards the sky. So really opening up that left arm to draw the left shoulder back. Working into that right glute, toning that right glute area. Lovely, and breathe. Just exhale, release, taking that left hand down. We're going to drop our right knee and begin to heel toe that left foot to the center of your mat, and you're just going to straighten out that left leg coming onto the heel of the left foot. So breathing 3 times here, flex that left ankle, 3 deep breaths into this left hamstring. Ujjayi breath. And once you complete your 3rd breath, coming back to the top of the mat. Take the hands back, tuck the right toes in, and we're going to press back into our downward dog once again. So find your resting downward dog pose, draw the heels down, look towards your belly button, lift the tailbone up, and breathe. And then you begin to walk the hands towards the feet, this time nice and slowly. As you walk the hands towards your feet, keep lengthening, straightening into the legs, stretching out those hamstring muscles. Keep working into the back of the legs. And when your hands are to the top of your mat or by your feet, begin to heel toe the feet out to the edge of the mat, and we're going to sink our hips here and come down to our Malasana pose. So just gently take it from side to side. Come up onto your tippy toes. Gently move from side to side. Roll your tailbone down. Again, bring the shoulders back, lengthening into the spine. Try to traction your chest forward. Maybe having a little bounce here. Keep drawing that tailbone down, keep breathing. Take a little smile to yourself in your lovely squat. Deep belly breaths. Release and exhale, release. So we're going to take our hands to the floor and begin to lift your tailbone up towards the sky and begin to heel toe the feet back so that they're parallel to each other, but there's still a gap. They're hip distance apart. There's a nice gap between the feet. And we're going to sink our hips and come into our chair or Uttanasana pose here. So sink the hips, feet are parallel now. Begin to sweep the arms up, draw the tailbone down, and come into your chair pose. So keep drawing the navel towards the spine, nice straight back. Sit down, see if you can sit down a little further. Keep reaching the arms up. Sit down once again, gorgeous, and exhale, release, pressing down into the feet, coming up to standing, excellent. Take the arms out, woo, nice and wide. Begin to sway the arms from side to side. I lost my breath there. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. And just shake out the legs, shake out the arms. Your whole body will shake here. And we're just going to step our right foot forward. Sorry, take your hands to prayer first. Step your right foot forward and just come into your warrior three. So locking out that right knee, take your left leg back and come into your human T shape. Pointing the left toes. Exhale, release, slowly coming back. Drop that left foot behind you. Bending your right knee and just find your high lunge here. Sweep the arms up, stay in the ball of the left foot. Open the heart, open the exhale, release. We're going to drop our left heel and come into our warrior two. Just check your alignment. Really bending into that front knee. Roll the shoulders back and down. Right hand flips towards the sky and draw the right hand up and over. Left hand down the back of the left leg. Come into your peaceful reverse warrior. Drop the head. Exhale, release. Coming back to center, right hand to the inside of that right foot. Or just take the left hand up and over. Keep opening out that left shoulder. Strong legs pressing into both feet. Exhale, release, coming back to warrior two. Begin to straighten out that front knee now. Inhale, reach your right fingertips forward. Exhale, find your Trikonasana. Look towards your left hand. Into both feet, come back to standing. Bring your feet parallel. Take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the heart, open the chest. Exhale, begin to fold, hinging from the hips. Take the hands up over the head. Just gently rocking Side to side here. Roll the lips. Ah, make some noise. Keep drawing the head towards the ground. Exhale, pressing into both the feet. Just draw your gaze back into the room and slowly come back to standing. And we're just going to turn around and do the opposite side. So, sorry, so you might just give your hips a little shake, heel toe the feet back together, give the hips a little shake. Coming to the top of your mat, this time we're going to take the hands to prayer and step the left foot forward, lock out the left knee, reach the right foot back and come into your human T shape. So looking straight down at your mat, keep pointing the right toes, find the balance here, draw the shoulders back. Warrior 3. And then exhale, releasing, coming back, bend that front knee, step the right foot back and come into your high lunge. So you might need to step your left foot forward. Reach the arms up, stay in the ball of the right foot. Come into a lovely high lunge here. Exhale, drop the right heel, take the arms out nice and wide, find your warrior 2. Inhale, left hand faces up towards the sky, draw the left hand up and over, right hand comes down the back of the right leg, drop the head, come into your peaceful reverse warrior. Pressing into both feet, exhale, taking the left fingertips to the inside of the left foot, reach your right hand up and over. Side angle, keep opening that right shoulder. Exhale, press into both feet, come back to warrior 2. Straighten out that front knee now. Inhale, left hand reaches forward, left hand to the inside of the left ankle, right hand reaches up, find your Trikonasana. Oops. Into both feet, exhale, come back to standing. We're gonna bend that front knee, windmill the arms back towards the ground. Come onto the ball of the right foot and gently step back into your downward facing dog. So once again, finding your downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath here again, look towards your belly. Find your resting downward dog pose. And we're going to drop our knees to the mat. Knees hip distance apart, walk the hands forward and come up onto your knees. We'll take our camel pose. So taking the hands to the hips, begin to draw the thumbs back towards the sacrum. Draw the navel in, tucking the hips, the pelvis forward here, sorry, tilting the pelvis up. Pressing the hips forward, begin to draw the elbows towards each other as you come into your camel pose. Gorgeous. Okay, so finding your balance here. When you're ready, inhale, reach your right arm forward and begin to rotate from the right shoulder, making a big circle with that right shoulder. Option to take that right hand to the right ankle. Really shine your heart towards the sky. And then if you want to take the full pose, this might be enough doing one side at a time, which is perfect. Or if you want to keep going, reaching that left hand in front of you, rotating from that left shoulder, take the left hand behind to your left ankle. Keep opening the heart, opening the chest. Okay, so option to do one side at a time, or to stay here where you are, keep drawing the elbows towards each other. Wherever you're at, breathing. Find your Ujjayi breath and try to relax into your breath. Full lung capacity. Stretching, challenging that lung capacity. Beautiful. When that's enough of a stretch here, begin to sink the hips down. We're going to take the hands to the ankles, to the heels once again. Bring your chin in towards your chest and slowly begin to roll the head down, drawing the forehead as close to your knees as you can. Begin to draw on your heels as you lift your tailbone up towards the sky, coming into your rabbit pose. So just tucking the head in as much as you can here. Beautiful. Get a really strong stretch, a really strong rounding into the spine here. Keep breathing. Counterbalancing that last camel pose. One last deep breath here before slowly coming back onto the knees. And from here, we're going to draw our tailbone down, bring your legs in front of you. And we're going to roll down through the spine. Bring the knees in towards your chest and give your knees a big hug, a big squeeze. Drawing the knees towards the armpits, big toes to touch. Just take it from side to side, massaging out that lower back. And then begin to rotate the knees. Big circles. Rotate, go the opposite direction. And begin to take your feet down towards the ground. Walk your feet in as close to you as you can. Hands facing down onto the ground. And you're going to tuck your pelvis in once again. Drawing your lower back to the ground. Pressing into both feet. Lift the hips up towards the sky as you come into your bridge pose. So option to take the arms up over the head. Coming right up onto the shoulders here. Keep reaching the fingertips away from you. Squeeze into the glutes. Keep drawing the knees towards each other. Keep lifting the hips as high as you can, right up onto those shoulders. Keep breathing, expanding your lung capacity. And when you're ready, slowly begin to roll down through the spine. Once again, vertebrae by vertebrae. Gently taking the arms back. Gorgeous. We're going to take the right foot and place your right ankle on your left knee and just allow that right knee to open up nice and wide here. Inhale, draw your left foot off the mat, taking the hands behind the left thigh or up and over to the left shin for an even deeper stretch here into that right hip. So this is our reclined pigeon pose, flexing both ankles, breathing into the right hip area here. And if this is if you want more of a challenge, begin to straighten out that left leg. So you might even work into that left hamstring muscle also. Just for a deeper stretch again. Option to point and flex the feet, maybe rotating ankles here, releasing any inflammation. Just a couple more deep breaths, really targeting that right hip. And exhale, release gently, taking that left foot back towards the ground and switch legs. So this time taking the left foot to the right knee, allow that left knee to really open up nice and wide. When you're ready, drawing that right foot off the mat. So interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh or taking the hands up and over to the right shin. And then option to straighten the right leg also. That feels nice as well. So wherever you're at, we're really targeting the left hip this time. So just playing around, find where you're going to get the deepest stretch in the left hip. Keep breathing. option to point and flex the ankles as well, or give your ankles a little rotation here. Again, releasing any inflammation if that feels good. And exhale, slowly coming back. Bring the knees into the chest. Once again, give your knees a big hug, big squeeze. Take the arms out nice and wide, palms facing up towards the sky. And we're going to take our knees to the right, begin to look towards your left hand. Soften the left shoulder, coming into a twist. Find stillness in your twist and take 3 deep breaths here. Exhale, release, drawing the knees back in towards the chest, engage those obliques. And taking the knees across the body, this time to the left side. Look towards your right hand, keep softening that right shoulder. Find your twist, find stillness, soften wherever is most comfortable, and breathe 3 deep breaths. And if you completed your last breath, once again, engage those obliques, draw the knees gently in towards you. Nice strength here. Come into your baby pose. Just take hold of the outside of the feet. And just have a little play here. So option to just give your legs a final stretch, maybe taking hold of the big toes. Or take the feet out as wide as you can, going into your splits here. Option to find your shoulder stand, your supported shoulder stand. Take your supported shoulder stand, or find your plow pose. There are lots of options. Anything else that your body is needing, as always, it's your practice. So just getting what you need here. And this final moment, opportunity. And then begin to just settle in. Let your practice go. Bring your feet together. Allow the knees to fall out to the sides. Taking your head to the top of the mat and just allow the skull, the back of the skull to get really heavy as you gently rock the head from side to side. Arms out wide, palms face up towards the sky. Own your space, hold space for yourself, take up space. And as you inhale, just letting go of the practice. Exhale anything that's no longer serving you. A release. Letting go of past or future and really grounding down, allowing your breath to anchor you to this present moment. Being in your body, this experience of now, no matter how it is, no matter what's passing through today, pleasant or uncomfortable. Begin to soften the brow, allow the eyes to fall back into their sockets, soften the cheeks, unlock the jaw, allow the back of the throat to expand, softening the shoulders down away from the ears, all the way down through the back of the elbows, wrists, palms, each fingertip. Inhale peace and comfort. Exhale any tension or stress within the body. Softening from the upper back all the way down through your lumbar spine. into your coccyx. Relax your heart. See if you can feel your pulse. Soften your kidneys, your liver. Relax your belly. Soften your hips, glutes, pelvis. Stretch out the legs now, taking the feet as wide as the mat, allow them to fall out to the side. Give your legs a final shape. And begin to soften all the muscles down through the legs, all the way to the tips of the toes. Continue to stand through the body, allowing all space to completely surrender and decluttering your mind. Witness your thoughts and then allow them to melt away. Focusing on the breath and continuing to stay present in this moment, in this experience, human experience that we are living today. No judgment, only kindness and compassion. Towards yourself. Beginning to deepen the breath once again. And to wriggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Gently roll over to one side. Curling up like a baby. Just honor your body that you were able to practice today. Nourish your inner child. Beginning to send some compassion, loving kindness towards yourself, especially to those areas where we tend to be particularly hard on ourselves. And just asking yourself what you need to fill up your cup so you can overflow to be the best version of yourself. And just setting out an intention for the week ahead in order to do so. Using your extra hand to bring yourself to a seated position, sitting up nice and tall. And we'll just close our class with one arm. Inhale, prepare for arm. Have a great week. Saturday, if you want to hold on